Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into Dead Air. Coming back to you here with our Alliance playthrough, episode 13, playing on the expert difficulty level. Since the end of episode 12, I've once again done a little bit of spending and house cleaning. No combat has occurred. I'm going to be doing some experimenting here. Let's see, Bastion. I already have a supply depot here. I am ordering a rebel camp to be built. I don't know if it's going to build or if it's going to automatically turn into a supply depot, if it's going to be separate. I really want to find out. At Munlisk, we have just a rebel camp there. I'm building another rebel camp. I want to see, can I get 2 level 1s? Because when I had a level 2 somewhere, I think I had a level 2 at Ord Mantell earlier, before I lost it. And when I tried to build just the regular level 1 camp, it would it basically, it's like it tried to build it. Once it got finished, it basically said it couldn't build it because there was a higher level. Megito, I'm also trying it here, but with the intention, Munlisk, I was expecting to go ahead and just maybe fill it all up with rebel camps and see about that being a powerful garrison force to protect it, make sure it's a good, solid planet, against attacks. But Megito has a pretty high base income of 100, and I want to try to. My thought is to go ahead and maybe fill all of these up with it, and then maybe be able to convert them over to supply deep. Also, though, it has a manufacturing base, so that should allow me basically to get up to the 3rd tier of going from supply deep, going up from you go to the 2nd tier, I guess. You go to supply depot, and then from there you go up to manufacturing base, I guess. And when you get manufacturing base, I believe you can build the large transports there, which would really help my income. And I think the longer ranges you got and the longer strings of stuff you have, the more money you make off it, I think. Anyway, I have moved the fleet that I'm building here. Let's see. Here it is. Just moved it. 26-point fleet. I'm moving it to Ord Mantell to take over guarding duty here. And I want to be able to take these troops and the main fleet and come over here to Dathomir, because I see Tiberzine is here on the ground. I'm wanting to take this and get rid of these Night Sisters and so on. It's not too bad. There's quite a bit on the ground, but here's the thing. Base layouts. I think I would be landing here, and it looks like we got a real squeeze point here. Be able to take like these build pads and hopefully this bunker and be able to hold out well against what I would imagine will be a pretty good assault, and we could wipe out a lot of units. And once they're cleared out, then take the planet, as I've been talking about doing since the very beginning, just so I can deny the Black Sun access to those Night Sisters. Also, down here, let me unpause it because I want to go ahead and move this fleet immediately, because I'm wanting to get up here and hit Bakura. It is a tier 3 station. Hopefully this fleet has enough to it to be able to take that on. I'm hoping there that Juno Eclipse can still hit it from outside of range. As long as that's still a mechanic of the game, we're going to go ahead and use it, especially here playing on this expert level. All right, that being said, we just moved through here. They immediately took intersection 3 back. But I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and go. I spent my money down. This is the lowest I've seen my money in quite some time, but my income is still doing reasonably well. Did I build? Yes, I have another smuggler. Pauline just changed again. Of course. Leave those for a moment, and they will get taken, apparently. I have General Tadana here. Of course, they're just so cheap. I don't really know what I want to do with these A-Wings. I'm going ahead and building a couple of Carillion Corvettes here because I want some more for that fleet I just moved to Ord Mantell. But the A-Wings, they're so cheap. I mean, they're not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt to get some. And in fact, when I go to Dathomir, I might go ahead and just path right through Iridonia and Polis, not taking the land, but again, just through the space. Keep the stuff cleared out, keep it weak, keep them rebuilding, and also Mandalore to make sure there's nothing major there.
Reporting.
I guess if it's going to put them there, I'll move them there. But here's my fleet.
Construction complete.
Heading to coordinates.
System control achieved.
Okay, with the help of the... Oh, we just got Naboo. Okay. Naboo freed themselves from the Imperial... I figured that was going to be happening.
Construction complete.
And it did. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get something being built on the ground. We have those fighters there, but don't have enough, about to have enough to be able to start my space station. But let's...
Jumping to light speed.
Okay, that's there now. We have, that fleet anyway has arrived. What other units could we...
Transmission received.
Construction complete.
Hopefully this is going to be enough to hold on to Ord Mantell. Alright, we have ground units in space. I feel like I'm not getting as many missions as I'd like to get to be able to get my approval rating up, to get the good missions. Particularly, I want interdictors. Badly.
Armed and ready.
Okay, well, I didn't... Yeah, I did see there was supposed to be a base here.
Choose your reinforcements.
No, that's the regular.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Enemy forces ahead. Underway.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving into position.
Alright.
Cruiser standing by. Full fire on the launch bay.
Your orders, sir? Ready for action.
Okay, gonna keep the fleet small so as not to frighten anything away. I want to see what all I can kill here. I know there's some... There are some ground units.
Yes, sir. Head full.
And I can't help but think they might be trying to circle around this way. Wait.
I copy, sir.
Okay.
Roger that.
Did something incorrectly there.
Moving into position. Form up. Waiting orders.
these things, I don't know that much about them. I mean, I see the description of them and so on. It's very vague. I don't know if these things are something to be really targeted, something to be worried about.
Guns
What
at the ready.
I don't know. If anybody can tell me something about them, please leave me a comment. But Corvettes do get them pretty well.
Ready to fire. Ready to fire.
Y-Wing Squadron reporting. I should be there any moment now.
The fact this fighter is just hanging out here. Is there something? Yes, that's what I was looking for.
Starting my run.
All right. Is that it? Is there only going to be one of them? I'm serious though, nothing else. The fact my lack of ground units makes me feel more and more like trying to make certain I target their ground units.
Flight systems engaged.
I doubt they have the same problems I have, but I do want to make certain that they don't have any more than they have to.
Setting course.
We've got them on the run.
But no, as much as I'm even trying to focus on it, it takes so long to build up, trying to get to like the tier 3 units especially, just to be able to build the infrastructure to build those units. And it seems like it takes so long to build the buildings.
They've already lost. They just don't
And
know it.
then the units take forever and a day to build. It's like, how deep into the game do I have to? Whoa, what all did I kill there? I got more than I expected. A lot more ground units in there. Okay. Well, good.
At your command.
All right. Go ahead and make the move to Polis. But no, it's I'm having a difficult time figuring out the economy here. Matter of fact, let me look at these numbers again. As far as, okay. I know good and well I was building another rebel camp there. It says that, but it doesn't say what. There already is a higher level rebel camp on the planet. I wasn't building a rebel camp anywhere where there was a higher level. There's already a higher level rebel. So it counts another rebel camp of the same level as a higher level. So you can't build more than one. What the heck do you build on the planets? I mean, these, especially planets like, Ord Mantell. Look, I mean, any of these planets that have a lot of building slots. I mean, I certainly don't want to waste a bunch of time, all the money and everything I would be putting into ion cannons and base shields and turbo lasers. And what the heck do you put on? I mean, it's like that. This is eluding me. So please, anyone that will help give me an idea about
Imminent.
about what it is I'm needing to do there. I don't know why, just from the time I've ever had this game, I've not been drawn to playing the rebellion. And I think a big part of it was is most anything, whenever I clicked on YouTube or anything, it's like almost invariably, whatever video I ever saw anything, the
Moving
person
out.
was playing Rebellion.
On my way.
Um, it was a while, I didn't really find anyone talking about with like the 2.8, the ground assault update. I wasn't finding anyone doing the Black Sun thing, so that made the Black Sun very mysterious to me. Of course, I wasn't familiar with them at all because
Right
I'd
away.
never played the game, period. But I wasn't wanting to look at older videos from before the update because I figured I was worried that I would be misinformed about things if because of the changes of the 2.8 update. At any rate, it was a ton of fun getting to learn how to play the Black Sun, and just really enjoyed them.
Corvette moving out.
And one thing about it, and I have to wonder if whenever I do get,
We located the enemy.
I want to play the Black Sun when I can, but just thought about it. The music that the Black Sun has, it's a neat little, alien bar type music they have, if you're not familiar with it. But it's neat, it's nice little background music, but doesn't sound like John Williams. I have to wonder whether or not it's even copyrighted. So I'll have to see if I end up getting the copyright hits on it and everything. Oh, what am I gonna?
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's drop something in here. I want something that isn't. Let's see if I can drop something that doesn't make him retreat just instantly.
We've got them on the run.
Up.
Radar responding. Direct fire on the engines.
No way. That was far too close to instant. I'm not going to get through those shields. So, interdictor. Need a dang interdictor horribly. But it is still pretty early in the game. It's week 31.
So be it.
Is that where, if there's nothing,
Upgrade complete.
I have something else I'm considering neglecting now. I'm wanting to hit up here because these isolated groups like this, when you have something cut off, instead of the AI does this, and of course the AI gets all kinds of bonus resources and so on, allowing it to waste money that a player wouldn't. But they will just build and build and build on something like Gorman here is cut off, and it stays this way a lot of times from the Empire. The Empire will build so much stuff on Gorman that it's unbelievable. And it's kind of useless, it seems like you would think, because it's cut off. A player wouldn't do that because it is cut off from everything. Until you could connect to it, you wouldn't want to build your stuff there. But the AI will definitely do it.
We'll get there, sir.
Reporting. Reporting.
Well, that's why that ship did. It went from Polis to Dathomir because there was nothing in orbit here at Mandalore.
Tactical battle imminent.
So they do have the Bakuran space station, it looks like, even though I can't see it here. It's showing up right there. That symbol, anyway, I know is for the Bakuran station. Okay, let's go. Let's see what they got. This is going to make me feel better about everything down here in the south. This thing's been kind of bothering me, Bakura there. And also knowing that they can build the Bakuran ships. so they can build a very, very capital ship heavy fleet down here, which it looks like they have a reasonable
Just a moment.
fleet. This should be a good battle. We should have some fun with this. This should be some decent YouTube. Just starting out here the past few days doing this. Of course, I don't have many, none of the I put out. This is my episode 13. So counting the intro, I guess total, this is my 14th video. But over just a few days, they haven't been out there long. But there's not a whole lot of people viewing it. And totally understandable. So I don't know if or when very many people at all, how many people will ever end up seeing this.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
But hopefully down the line, a few people here and there will end up seeing it.
Choose your reinforcements.
On my way.
Ooh, I forgot I don't have that many, gonna bring in, these guys. Like I said, I mentioned before, these guys have some reasonable, anti-fighter capability.
All engines to full. We're moving out.
Alright, let's see. I want to stop him from just passing through my formation. That right there. I don't want that thing
Captain Eclipse.
still being there.
Just a moment. Proxy's accessing the schematics now.
Jägerunterstützung?
I copy.
Oh, that Corvette's already hurting.
Fall out. All power to the engine.
Kreuzer bereit, Sir. Haben wir Jägerunterstützung? Sie sind in Sichtweite.
There's a lot here.
Moving out.
Reinforcements en route.
If these guys are somewhat sacrificial, so be it.
Reinforcements en route.
We have quite a bit here to deal with.
Coordinates received.
May the force be with you. Right.
Rebel 1 reporting in.
She's taking a lot of damage. And I'm guessing it's going to be really coming from this
Open fire.
Bakura class destroyer. Or at least a lot of it is. But I want
Good.
her
Your signal looks strong.
out of here.
Ready to melt some snowflakes, sir.
Oh, let's see.
Cruiser ready. Reporting in. Awaiting your orders. Reporting in.
Kreuzer bereit, Sir.
Awaiting your orders.
Alright, let's see.
picking up a lot of comlink chatter. Excellent.
Ready for the attack.
Ooh, I'm getting overwhelmed here. This is not great. It's not good.
Kreuzer bereit, Sir. Energie auf Waffen umgeleitet.
Let's see here.
IPV reporting. Attack.
Take that out. I don't want those torpedoes hitting.
Rebel 1 here. For the Alliance.
Oh. Hang on again. Engines.
They are no match.
I want to stop them. They're charging so much. They're charging so hard into my formation. I'm not liking that. We have. I've gotten myself in a little trouble here. But at least I do have other fleets. And Rebel 1, could you possibly do a worse job of aiming at that ship? Could you possibly do a worse job?
Yes. As you wish, Master. Be careful. Hear your position.
This is a Liberation here.
I'm picking up a lot of comlink chatter.
Awaiting your orders. Yes, Commander.
Where is that one at? I'm having to pay attention to every detail here.
Haben wir Jägerunterstützung? Feuer! Kreuzer bereit, Sir. Energie auf Waffen umgeleitet.
Awaiting command.
Here's the question. Does she have... She lost her engines? What if I were to retreat right now? What all would I be losing? And have I even destroyed anything of any real value or any real consequence? But my shields are getting low and my engines are taking damage on Rebel 1. And we still have some very serious firepower. I'm going to go ahead and try to retreat and hope that it's not a total disaster. I got into something worse than I needed.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Okay, God, that was close. Engines dropped down to 7% before Rebel 1 got out of there. But it looks like I lost. Okay, it shows I only lost that. Really? Hang on, I want to take a look at my fleet. It shows basically I have most everyone there. And you know what I didn't really look at was how much exactly they lost. But, speaking of which, we have extra Corvettes down here. I really meant to merge in with them anyway. Now let's build a few more.
Heading out.
But I do believe right there, that was a situation where if I had started out with 4 Corvettes instead of 2, I believe that would have made a very big difference in what the outcome of that. Whenever you're able to take out so many of those fighters as they're coming in, it makes a big difference in the outcome of that battle. Your initial wave of damage you take from fighters when they come
Construction
in
complete.
is very serious stuff. Oh, well, you know what? We're just past the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. This was episode 13. I'm gonna stop the recording, save this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue playing. I want to go ahead and continue and record episode 14 here. Then, well, everyone do have a good day, a good evening. I will see you next time. Goodbye now.